Keeping well?
Very well.
Very well, thank you.
So everybody, Rina says hello to everybody.
Huh?
Rina says hello to everybody, but she wasn't feeling well. She had to go to the doctor because she burned her stomach.
Leela?
Rina.
Rina.
Rina shot.
So she sends her love and.
Okay.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsha Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadigurum. So we are on the Bhakti Ratnavali. So what we are reading, that there are 9 ways, page 159. So we are talking about, out of the 9-fold path of devotion, Shravana or listening is the first one. And Bhagavat is glorifying in many places what is the glory of listening to the glories of the Lord and His wonderful message. So it is the same thing as we have seen in other verses. What is the glory of how to grow bhakti, devotion, love for God in our life. Are the 9 steps to be taken, but here it is. There now we'll be working on each aspect of the practice. Shravana is wonderful. Why? It purifies the heart. When you listen the glories of the Lord, your mind gets saturated with the noble thoughts, the play of the divine, because God is all pure. So when you think of God, thought of purity comes in your heart. You think of anything, your mind gets colored. It is a very simple formula. Whatever we think, our thought, our mind gets colored. Mind is like what? A glass, a bowl, glass bowl. You can see what is inside. So you put color water, the glass bowl will look like blue color, green color, whatever color you put pure water, it will be pure. When the pure water is poured in a vase, glass vase, clean glass vase, our mind is really naturally pure. But when you pour anything into it, its color is seen outside. Outside means its behavior changes. As one's mind is, that mind behaves the same way. The person behaves the same way. If his mind is brutal, he behaves brutally. His mind is very loving and caring, it behaves, expression is the same. So, how to put in our mind noble thoughts so that noble ideas, noble thoughts, noble experiences come in our life is only pouring noble thought. And how to pour the noble thought? Meditation is the best way, as you all know. But meditation is not easy for anyone and everyone. We try, but our mind wanders around. The same color thing comes out. But when you listen to the guided meditation, then your mind cannot go much here and there, because someone is guiding your thought. Okay, think this way, now think this way, now think this. And if that thought is all divine thought, what will happen? Your outside, inside, you'll find the clear water. No? So Shravana is like that. When you listen to the holy life, the message. Suppose you read the life of Holy Mother. You read the life of Sri Ramakrishna. You read the life of Swami Vivekananda. Because all pure and all noble. So whenever you think, you see that clarity of understanding comes. And that is very important for our spiritual growth. And it should be such that it will be saturated with that type of positive thinking, and then that will give you the joy of the enjoying the bliss of God, what is called enjoying the bliss of God. And ultimately, as I say, if you go on concentrating that, then it will try to be saturated and saturated and concentrated and concentrated. And what will happen ultimately? It will turn into crystallized. And crystallization means you have become that. No more separation. Water was there, you were putting some sugar, and that sugar goes on putting and putting, dissolving, dissolving, dissolving in a pure mind. First, impure mind to make it pure mind. And pure mind is thinking of the divine again and again and again. So, these salt is sugar granules are becoming strong and then getting saturated, 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 concentrated, concentrated, concentrated sugar, juice, and then you heat it and pour more love for God, prayer, listen to the holy glories. What will happen? As much as you are going on doing and doing and doing, that much will be the growth. Can come inside, so they can also see.
Yeah. I have reserved for you.
Okay.
So, this is the science of what benefit it brings by Sravana, listening. This is the benefit it comes, and ultimately you become saturated in God. So this is the Sravana benefit. So Bhagavat is eulogizing, it is a glory, it is a wonderful opportunity to listen to the glories of the Lord and also remember Him. That's in Sravana. So now we have read verse 159 on page 159 up to 19 above verse. Now I am going to the 15 verse. What it says is also the quotation. Bhagavat is always quoting some of the conversation in the entire Bhagavat. Vidura was a friend of, or Vidura was what? Vidura was a very devoted uh, devotee of Krishna. Vidura, Krishna went to his invitation. He was not a rich guy. Vidura was a very poor man. But his devotion was so great that the Lord Krishna accepted the invitation of Vidura, giving up the invitation of Duryodhana, the palatial royal invitation. How much gorgeous invitation! And Vidura was so poor, even he could not give a square meal. Very ordinary. But because of Vidura's devotion, so he is very much considered great. So here Vidura says, Vidura on the purposelessness of a life without spiritual interest. Those who are not interested in listening to the glories of Lord, it is useless and purposeless. That life is purposeless. So that has been mentioned here. I am not going to read the Sanskrit because Sanskrit reading is difficult. One or two Nitin is gone and Parama was out, so we have given up, and also Ashok is only one. So it is better not to do. We are of course interested reading in the Sanskrit, but it is so sometimes difficult Sanskrit. That's why I
It's
do.
very difficult.
This is not for you. You can read it.
We can.
I can understand and read it, but
Well, those are two different tasks: reading and decoding.
correct. Just read it. Don't decode.
Okay. So tan suchan bido onu tan suchan bido nu soche hare kathayang vimukha naghena kshinoti devo animishastu tesham ayur britha badagati smritina. Okay, now try again. Tan shocchan bidonu soche hare kathayang vimukhanagena Shinoti devo animishastu tesham ayur brithavadagati smritinam. What he says, I feel sympathy for these extremely pitiable and ignorant people. Huh? They may be highly educated, but he's saying they are ignorant. Ignorant about God, ignorant about knowing the glory of this greatness, the glory of loving God, listening to the glories of Lord. Those who does not know, those who are ignorant about that, they're extremely pitiable. And I feel sympathy. Vidura says, I feel sympathy for them who are ignorant people who, out of their sinful, why they have no tendency, why they don't like to listen to God's glory? Because their mind is polluted, dirty. It is like a fish basket. The lady was invited to stay in the garden. That story of Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna's story says that one lady went to sell fish in the market. So every day that fish comes and goes. So she is accustomed with the fish smell all the time. And then evening happened, so she could not go home. So she wanted to take shelter. So where to go? He found that one gardener lady. She is there on the garden house. She is living. So she approached, can I stay with you tonight? Because it is evening. I cannot go back to my home. They said, yes, friend, please come and stay with us. And then after everything was done, so night time, she was given to sleep in the garden where all fragrant flowers are there. And the host slept well, but the guest was tossing and turning and tossing and turning. Then the host requested, what happened? I don't get sleep. Why? Well, you know, your flower fragrance is disturbing my sleep. So, can I get my fish basket? And Ramakrishna aptly put this story. Then said, okay. So she brought the fish basket and sprinkled a little water so that smell comes out more. And that lady was so happy and she slept snoring all the time. That is the story. Meaning, those who don't find joy in the flower fragrance, they are why? Because their mind is attracted to fish smell. They like good. They feel that is good. Because they have not created the taste for carnal pleasure, taste for very mean things, lower category of living. So that they have accustomed. So that's why our spiritual life is a transformation. Because it is nobody's fault. Because when God created, they created the senses and the sense organs. Sense organs and the sense objects corresponding. And they have a link. They have connection. Naturally, it's a tendency, eyes to go to see something beautiful, ears to hear something beautiful or nice, sweet. Like that, all the senses. And we are accustomed from our childhood to run for this, run for this, run for this. All the senses, wherever it wants to take. How many people go and spend thousands of dollars for restaurants? Going this restaurant to Paris, there is a special restaurant. And people go to eat only in that restaurant. It is not just a stock. I hear people really plan to go to eat in that hospital or restaurant.
They have 1 year
Special.
reservations.
Eh?
1 year reservation.
Some special places are there where people from all over the world go. Only for eating. That means tongue is so sensitive, he wants to enjoy. And with the touch of the sense object of the tongue, it is pleasant, and that pleasantness to enjoy, we are habituated from our childhood. So now the tendency is all grown such that I don't grow tendency for higher things. So that is the point. So it says that they are without, because out of their sinful tendencies. Sinful means in Vedanta there is no sin. Sin means this negative tendencies. Sin means this not knowing. Sin means this going for petty things and giving up bigger things. That is sin. Ignorance. A simple thing is ignorant. Because we do not know how much joy is there, who wants to give up the immediate joy? And everywhere that is the struggle. To give up the immediate joy. The children, they want to have the toy, always playing in the computer. That's the instant joy. Who wants to give up that joy and go and study something serious? No. So in every aspect of our life, that is the sinful tendency. And the tendency is an important word. Tendency means tendency is created by repeated habit. Tendency does not come in one day. That's why in spiritual life it is said that if you are attracted to anything, once you see that and you say, wonderful, but your mind does not run for the second time, then you have conquered yourself. If it takes you second time and third time there, that means you have some tendency inside which is pulling you. Yes.
But is that what a vasana is?
Vasana is that.
Vasana is that tendency.
Tendencies.
And what is samskara then?
Samskara and vasana is almost
It's the same, almost
vasana is the samskara is an impression. Vasana is the result of that desire comes. Impression is one thing. That impression is giving you the desire to see this, to have this, to get that. Right? So one is the result, one is the cause and effect. Cause is the vasana. Vasana is the cause.
No, samskara is the
Samskara is the cause. Vasana is the tendency expressed desire. That desire comes because of vasana.
Because samskara.
Samskara. Suppose you see anything, because it is a instant thing. Anything beautiful or ugly, whatever, eyes and the object has a connection. It will catch one image.
So
That's all.
the impression. That's the impression.
No, that is first
Yes.
seeing.
Okay.
But now first seeing, when my mind says, let me see again. That means you have some tendency already. The tendency is forcing you to go that side. Understand? So, because of our tendencies, and that tendencies has come because of tendency is the expression to see again, hear again, touch again, taste again, all these sensory experiences. Because we have past impressions, much impression, and that has created such a power in us. It is a power. Tendency is a power. Accumulation is one thing, but that gives, how one gets power. If one suppose accumulates the money, you have $10, you have no power, but you accumulate money. When it becomes 10,000, then you have some power. Yes, I can do this. No, you have 100,000. It's accumulation. Accumulation gives you more power. So it is good or it is bad. So for the worldly thing, when accumulation comes, that gives the tendency, gives the power, and power forces you. That's why you find that many people become very egotistic because of anything in the material plane they are capable. So the point is that it is sinful tendencies. These sinful tendencies means negative tendencies, which is not turning towards God but the opposite direction. So that is why they are not, they are pitiable. Why? Because the extremely pitiable and ignorant people, and is a subject of our sympathy. Why? They avoid the recitals of the Lord's excellences. They give up. They don't feel any interest in the glory. Your heart will swell in joy when some chanting of the name of God will go, or you listen to the glory. You will see that. You can testify yourself when your mind is very pure state. Someone talks about God, you will feel that it is nectar-like. It is not the glory of the person talking. It is the person your reception. Your heart is so pure that pure heart will give that type of joy. So that's why tendency is to be changed. And this tendency, bad tendency, sinful tendency, it is creating a negative force in me. It is not making me go towards God. Rather, it is pulling me in the opposite, averse. That's why we get the story that Ramakrishna's room, Calcutta Babus came, and Ramakrishna was talking about God in so excited mood, and the friend was very uncomfortable and could not sit for 2 minutes, and there's elbowing the friend. Hey, what are you doing? Let us go. How long will you sit here? Hey, let us sit a little bit. There's such a wonderful discussion is going on. Then he sat for another 1 or 2 minutes, but he became so restless as a fish out of water. And then he said, okay, now you listen, I am going for a fresh air. And I will be waiting in the boat. The boat and Ganga will remain forever. But Ramakrishna will not remain forever. And his misfortune, he being there, with the friends he went there, he's sitting there. But his mind is moving in another direction. He does not like this godly talk. He wants worldly talk. He will be very happy if you talk. But he's gone or he's still there?
I'm sorry?
It's there or gone?
Yeah, my Yogananda Ernesto escorted him off the property.
Okay, good. So, out of their sinful tendencies, they avoid the recitals of the Lord's excellence. If you would ask them to chant the name of God, they will chant the opposite way. The story is there. Mara, you know the story of Mara. Mara is that when Ratnakar, he was a highway robber. So he has no other means to earn money. So he used to rob the people and then sometimes kill them for robbing. And so one day Narada was passing by and he saw this guy. And seeing him, he said, why are you doing this? You are committing sin. For your livelihood, you do some other thing. Why are you killing people and robbing them? Then he said, yes, I am doing for me and my family. It is my duty to feed my wife, my children, my father, old father, mother, and I am using them. So, when you are committing sin, you can do in other way. Why are you committing sin? Well, no, I am not committing sin. Sin will be shared by all. Because my mother is there, my wife is there, my children are there. So, this money is going for them. So, they are eating the food. So, naturally, it will be all shared by them. Well, no one shares your sin. Well, no. Okay, you go and ask. Then he went and asked and came back. And he got the response. Dad says, Dad, I am killing people and robbing things and bringing money, and with that money you are having this living. So you will share my sin of killing the man. Well, no, why? When you were a kid, I earned money and nurtured you. Now I have become old. It is your duty to feed me. So why I didn't give you my share of sin or anything to you. Why shall share your sin? He got really মানে, astonished. Like that, he asked everybody, he got the same response. Then he came back to the sage. And what he said, Narada then thought, okay, you have committed so much sin, you've killed so many people, and innocent people, you have robbed them. So you repeat the name of Lord Rama, and you will be then free from the sin. So you repeat the name of Rama. But it is said that he, when he was asked to repeat the name of Rama, he had committed such sins, he cannot express Rama word. He started saying Mora, opposite way. He started Mora, 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 Mora. Mora no, Rama, but no, Mora, Mora.
Mora means death, yeah.
No, two meanings are there. So anyhow, so Mara, Mara. That's the opposite direction. You tell them to take the name of the Lord this way, but he will take the opposite way. No? The story you also know. That there is one story that
It's
in
the perversity of a tamasic mind does wrongdoing just because it likes to.
it likes to, and it will take the wrong meaning.
Yeah.
Tamasic mind is such, you say anything, they will make the opposite meaning. One story is there, just a joke. One Swami was here, his name was Bandhanananda Swami, as an assistant of this center, with Swami Prabhupada. So when he was there, what happened? So one day, one devotee, he came with a serious problem. She said that my kundalini have arisen and it has gone over my head. So kundalini awakened and it has gone to my head. I don't know what to do. So Bandhanananda Swami said that, oh, acha, is it so? And he was very person of compassion and make joke and can make joke but serious at the joke. He said, oh, is it so? Acha, how you chanted in mantra? And I chanted the mantra Guru gave. Okay, now chant the mantra in opposite way. So it has gone up, then it has come down. So opposite. Anything you would say, they will make opposite meaning of it because of the tendency. Because mind is not ready. You see in life also, some people, you say one thing and they make a different meaning.
Yes.
And then you say, I don't mean that. But no, you did that, you said that. But really you didn't mean that. But people make that because of the tendency. So similarly for God, that's why actually it's a very serious thing when we sit for meditation and we complain, oh, I am trying for meditation, nothing happening, why it is going on, I am doing for 10 years, 20 years, as if God is not listening to my prayer. We may complain whatever way, but point is that some problem is there, something is pulling us in another direction. My mind should go to him. When I am repeating the name, naturally, if we say our president's name, everyone will be alert. But when you say Ramakrishna name, we may doze off. But the point is that, it's just a joke. But point is that, but other mind is pulled in some other direction because of the tendencies. And tendencies have been created by our repeated habit. So how to counteract? It has to counteract the opposite way. Say, in the Yoga Vasishta, Vasishta says, Po Rama, Janmantara Satabhyasta, Rama Sangsara Sangasthiti. Oh Rama, you are in this world, material world, mundane world, and you are thinking this world as real. Because Janmantara, life after life after life, hundreds and hundreds of lives behind us. And you have practiced abhastu. Abhastu means you are habituated with one type of thinking. And because of that habit, you are very happy in stabilizing yourself in the mundane, changeful world which is full of suffering and pain. And now you want to get out of it? Satu chiro abhyaso yogeno bina. That tendency cannot be get rid of. Chiro abhyaso yogeno bina. You have to do abhyasa means repeated practice. Chiro means all the time. Without that, you cannot uproot that negative tendency. What is accumulated, you have to wipe out that. As we always talk about the mirror with dirt and dust. That is the only little thin layer of dust and dirt, but strong layer is obstructing to see my face. Similarly, God is here now. I cannot see because mind is all full of dust and dirt of the vasana, desire, past impressions and tendencies, and they are pulling me in other direction. That's why it is not going. So it says that
I have a question.
there lies now sinful tendencies abhor the recitals of the Lord. So when we talk about God, I don't find any interest. So Sri Chaitanya was praying in the prayers of Sri Chaitanya. He's saying, "Oh, what a bad fortune for me! I have no love for you and your holy name. I don't find any tendency or interest in your name and in your holy name." It should be. That's why it is said that when the mind is pure, you take once the name of the Lord, your whole body will be in thrill. Your tears will roll down. It happens. We hear about the saints, those who are purified. They are purified in such a way, mind is so open. Once the name enters, Thakur, you see, with little inspiration, a boy in the Calcutta Maidan, under the monument, standing, a little bent, a young boy standing like a little bent, and Krishna used to bend like that. Seeing that, Ramakrishna went into Samadhi. Only the bend of the body that triggered. He went to see the zoo and saw the lion in the cage. Seeing the lion, his mind went on, see how receptive. It is not mother or anything, divine mother. What is the carrier of the divine mother? Lion. So seeing the lion, his mind immediately ran into the divine mother and divine mother's anointed samadhi. He's finished. He's going to what you call the zoo was over. Finished. Only seeing the lion only.
Swami, even this.
Achha, first question is hers.
No, it's a little bit off from here.
Off from here. You are putting me into trouble then.
No, because
Achha, why it is suddenly cold is coming?
No, it's cold, yeah.
Dekho, Baba.
It feels good though.
You like?
Atma.
Atma likes this. He's going away, but he has put it down. He is going home. Spending the electricity more. Acha. Bolo.
only 12 sages they could recognize Rama as Avatara. Was Vasishtha one of them?
I do not know, Baba.
If he was, or he was not, then Rama is the Avatara. He doesn't have many lives. So how can he have? He's advising him that for many lifetimes.
Who has no many life?
Rama.
Rama. The Rama is a Brahma. If you consider Brahmagan, he can know everything. Brahmagan means what? He knows everything. Knowing one, everything is known. He look at you and can see what is your past, present. Thakur used to see. So what is the problem?
No,
He does not know. He sees you You see, you have passed all the past, you can see how the mind
Avatar
functions.
also has a lot of past lives.
Of course, avatar is he, out of avatar is who? God. So God himself is avatar. So he has created this universe. He knows all these principles. Why he will not know? I do not understand the question. Question is that avatar, how he knows that so many lifetime passed
No,
for.
so many samskaras. What Vasishtha advised that for many lifetimes you have so many samskaras, so you have to undo them. So Rama is
Vasishtha Devi is saying.
to Rama.
Rama.
Right?
So the Rama should have other lives or not.
No, Rama doesn't have. He is just.
But as a human being, you will have to say, he is talking as a human being. If he is a Brahman or he is a avatar, if that, no advice is needed. When you are advising somebody, there should be some darkness, otherwise why are you a human being? You have to accept that precondition, otherwise advice becomes meaningless. If he is already knowing his own spiritual nature, he should not have been sent to Vasishtha Dev to have advice from the Guru. But it is now hot. Hey.
Are you hot?
It's not
What's
hot,
coming
it's
out
good.
hot?
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. There is
Yeah.
okay. Anyhow, and Yogoba Vasishtha Dev is talking to Rama, not thinking that he is avatar himself, but taking him, he is a ordinary jiva like us. And with that jiva concept, this advice, and also this is happening, avatars come for the good of humanity. So all this conversation is happening, telling Rama, this telling the whole humanity. So this is the purpose. Acha, any other?
Oh, Swami, it's the same thing when this Swami, senior Swami, saw Holy Mother. He said, oh, they asked about Holy Mother, and he said, Durga, she was Durga. Meaning that when he was initiated, he got already the mantra. That's how great of a Swami he was. Some people like us, they spend all the time repeating the mantra and they have maybe a little faith or not much faith or whatever, but he already attained his chosen ideal. So
Good.
that goes.
That's good. But it was one time and then goes away. That's why practice.
Extremely fit person, right?
Maybe
And also,
good.
how many people saw Holy Mother as the
Well, what does it need? It is your problem, my problem. Come to our problem. Who has seen, who is pure, that is their
good or
understanding. So what is your question? Because if they are good people, okay, the good they have seen, finish. Yeah. For us is the question.
But even then, even for this Swami, they say he still has to go a lot farther into that. Not even that level of imagine seeing Durga, that aspect. Then they say even you have to go even farther up.
That means you have to continuous. Maybe we have saw a glimpse one glimpse of the light, a glimpse of the Divine Mother. But you have to see constantly.
Yeah.
So do that. There is some little cleaning is necessary still now. You have like the cloud. You see the cloud when cloud comes. Suddenly in between there is a slit, little patch, beam of ray comes. Nowhere you can find but one little patch, beam of light comes. So in spiritual life, someone is fortunate, they had a glimpse of that, and that will help them to move more speedily to have that vision, constant vision. God realization does not mean one time you have and it goes away. You make it a glimpse depending on the intensity of that vision, that will be effective in your life. So rest of the thing to make it. Even Swami Brahmananda was asked by whom? By Sri Ramakrishna, another disciple. He said, Ramakrishna gave you everything. Sabikalpa, Nirvikalpa, all samadhis and everything. Why are you still doing so much austerity and spiritual practice? No. And he said that no, It is Nag Mahasaya, Vijay Krishna Goswami. Vijay Krishna Goswami, a Brahmo leader. He used to come to Ramakrishna and he asked Swami Brahmananda, who was doing serious austerity after Ramakrishna's passing away. And he asked, why are you doing this? You got everything. He said, yes, Ramakrishna gave us everything. But I want to make it my own. Your own means you have to control, full control. By His grace you got. That's good. For your ordinary satisfaction, okay. But to make it your own, then you can give it to others. You have to control. That's why he is a world leader, spiritual teacher. They are not ordinary teacher. So that's why they are trying to make it own. And moreover, if you get a glimpse of that infinite joy, you want to hold it all the time. Because we do not know that. That's why we do meditation and come out thinking I did 1 hour, but that matters little. When you get a glimpse of that joy, then it will take you whole time into that. That will be more attractive and more joyful experience.
Swami, I want to go to another.
Okay, no question now. Let me finish this part. Acha, their lives spent in vain disputations. These people who have no attraction in the holy name of God, when they don't find any joy or pull to listen to the glories of God, they say, oh, I have read that. What they are talking, I know. Some people may think, really, what? Tell me, what you are getting new things in this class, what we are talking. I am 25 years here, and all the Swamis are speaking here. We are hearing again, and we know all these things, nothing new. But why are you still interested in it? You think, oh, it is reviving. No, it is just you are recapitulating those ideas. What you know, it is coming into the surface more and more. But someone may say, oh, I have known, I've seen that. Some people say, oh, I have read gospel. After 25 years, he comes for some other serious question. I said, did you ever read anything of Ramakrishna? Yes, I've read gospel. Reading gospel once in lifetime is enough. It's a book every day to read. Every day some little part of you read and get inspiration more and more. So that tendency to grow, you need more practice. But these people, those no attraction in the holy name of the Lord, their lives spent in vain disputation. They only talk, chit chat. The many scholars talk about Brahman Atman day and night. They should be our goal? No. It should be vain disputation. It should give you more touch of joy, bliss, inner tranquility and inwardness. Mind will move inward. Spent in vain disputation, actions and thoughts are consumed by the winkless spirit of time. Winkless spirit of time. In the time is so vast. It has no wink, means it is eternal time. In that time, it is consumed. That means this life is winkless.
It keeps going.
Wink.
Keeps going.
Wink means eyelid stopping. No stopping.
No stop.
It is continuous.
Thank you.
Spirit of time. So this book also translates the same verse. It says that I pity them, the ignorant men, who by their sins are disinclined to hear the praises of the Lord. Those who don't find any interest, or if you say, they get out. Winkless time is robbing the strength of those who are uselessly occupied in the activities of their body, speech and mind. That means those who are engaged day and night with these physical things of the world, me, my body, my health, my this, my eating, my sleeping, my money, my bank balance, my, me, my. Huh? Those who are engaged in that, they will have no interest in God. Where is a chance for them to think of something higher? That's why spiritual life is called body, it is body consciousness, less body consciousness. Spiritual life gradually grow means they become less body conscious, they become more God conscious. God consciousness come more, body consciousness lessens. You might mind it. Body consciousness I am talking about. Bodily pain, aches, everything will be there. But his consciousness about the body will be less. His mind will be engaged more in God. You all devotees, you suffer. But because you have God, you suffer less. If you have no God, you see people who have no God, no support, no daughter here, no son here, no husband, alone living in the old home. Go and check on them. Miserable condition. No support, inner support. So, and we are fortunate. We have aches and pains, we have difficulties, but we know there is somebody for me. Huh? So that helps. So as much support goes that side, body consciousness is lessened. And those who have nothing, they live in body consciousness only. So spirituality means, that's one idea. What is the definition of spirituality? Not seeing light and vision only. It may be good. Vision and light, seeing light and experiences are good. But it is not all. More important is that how your body consciousness is lessening and God consciousness is waking up. You are awake in God consciousness and you are less concerned in the body. It will happen because the mind is mind. Mind goes this side, mind goes that side. If it is this side, all the pains and aches and pains will be the dominant force. And when it goes inside, that's why meditation, everyday meditation, lessens our attachment to the body. We withdraw from the body and go inside. So he says, winkless time, that means the infinite time, is robbing the strength of those who are uselessly occupied in the activities of their body, speech and mind. Okay, so what is the time now? Another 6 minutes are there. Winkless time. Okay, now the verse number 16. Let me see, try whether we can chant that verse. Janya brajang tyag. Brajang, his dot is there or
Yes.
brajang? No.
Yeah, not ja.
Yeah, I am saying no. It is jaw. No. It is jaw. It is jaw. It is not yaw.
Which one?
It is jaw. Actually, it is jaw.
Janna.
Janya. Understand? It is jaw and yaw. Two are there, but this is jaw. Look at that.
That's a yeah.
Here is the
No,
next one.
Janna Brajantya.
Ja atyagho vido. Brajanti. Naki. Brajanti. Brajanti aghomido. Aghovido. Brajantyagha vido. Rachananubadat. Shunnanti ye anya vishaya. Shunnanti ye anya vishaya kukatha matigni yastu shruta hato bhagoir nivir attasara tang twan kshipanti o saraneshu namassu hangta. Oh Baba, it's difficult. Better not to do that. Better. Okay, try once. Just read. Yanna brajanti agavido rachunanubadaha shunnanti ye anya vishaya kukathamate genihi yastu sruta hato bhagair nivir attasara tang stvan kshipanti aswaraneshu tamasuhanta. Okay, we have done it. There are wordings. Wordings is what?
Worldlings, not
Wordings.
Worldlings are the people of the world.
That means the people of the world.
Like earthlings.
This is worldling or
Earthlings.
worldlings?
Worldlings.
That's-
Worldlings
Worldlings.
who do not like
Oh yeah,
to listen.
worldlings.
It's okay, let's move on.
Achha, there are worldlings who do not like to listen to devotional scriptures, that is dealing with the excellences and the cosmic manifestation of the Lord.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be?
It should be
Yeah, it's
worldlings.
Still stuck at
It should
worldlings.
be worldling, not
Let's move on.
worldling. Yes.
We'll forgive them.
Yeah.
Let's forgive it.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Typo.
Whirling means,
Instead of adjective.
Yeah.
Right?
it says, whirlings is always meaning giving and already ongoing. Whirling is how we experience a world as familiar. Whirling is a determination of Desins being. What is Desin? I don't know who is Desin. Desins being, where the world belongs to Desin's existential constitution. Whirling offers measurable standards of being.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
That's it.
It didn't help.
Miserable standard.
Yeah. Our fact checker.
Google is there always to help.
I know.
So what does it mean? There are worldlings who do not like to listen. That means those who are very worldly, they do not like to listen to the devotional scriptures like Bhagavad, like the holy stories of Rama, like the stories of Christ, the great lives of their and their glories, and scriptures which are dealing with the excellences and the cosmic manifestation of the Lord, the destroyer of all sins. These holy words destroy all types of sins. But on the other hand, resort to and absorb unspiritual thoughts and teachings, which corrupt the mind and destroy the higher susceptibilities by rousing up lust, greed, and other passions. It is indeed sad to contemplate how much unfortunate persons are hurled by the very thoughts and teachings they imbibe into blinding darkness, that is the hell life of ignorance, from which there is no easy escape. Again, it is just glorifying the good side of who have created the tendency to listen, and those who have no inclination to listen to the holy life and message and the teachings, they actually lead themselves into more darkness. One goes to darkness to more darkness, another comes to light to more light. The same idea, double two ways explained. The other book translates this, that man do not find their way to the abode of the Lord. It is much easier translation, it seems sometimes. That men do not find their way to the abode of Lord. That is because they hear words other than employed in their praise of the Lord, that are wicked and destructive of good sense. It is their misfortune that they listen to worldly gossip, which rob them of their virtue and cast them in the darkness of hell, where there is none to save them. That means people love, that's why we say always gossip is very, what is the gossip magazine?
So many, Swami, all of them.
No, I was featured in one of
You
them.
were featured in
National
National, what is it called?
National Enquirer.
National Enquiry. I was featured one this. No, in National
You
Enquiry.
were featured.
When I came first, there is a Shobha. So Shobha was the American actress. She
What happened, Swami?
ওই যে লিটল প্রেয়ারিজ ওই যে আছে যে চিলড্রেন্স হ্যাঁ
Little Prairie on the
Huh.
house on the
Little
Prairie.
Huh.
Little House on the
Melissa
Prairie.
Gilbert,
Uh-huh.
the actress.
Actress.
It was Mrs. Olson.
Mrs. Olson.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That Mrs. Olson,
Okay.
she is Swami Prabhupananda's disciple.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
and she used to live just on the opposite side of the gate, iron gate. And she used to come here. So when I first came, she helped me very much. She was an actress. Her accent is very good. So she every time we had a contract. She will listen to my talk, and with a notebook, and find out all my mistakes.
Oh, so you helped
And
you.
then again,
Yes.
after the lecture is over, we'll sit together and redress them. What are the wrong? What is to be done like that. So what happened? One day I was going to this temple, and suddenly she came. MacGregor is the other name of that lady, Shobha Nelson. She said, "Swami, come here, come here." I don't know anything. Just I came. And there was, "Oh Swami, I will take a picture with you." And there is this National Enquirer photographer and other they are standing there. I didn't know, I have no idea about those things. So, and he said, "Swami, stand here." And so I thought that one photo to take, what is that big deal? So I stood in one side and Akhanda Prana was that time here. She was also pulled, so she stood. So we have 2, 3, 4 photos, and then she said, "This is my place, my teacher's place, spiritual teacher's place," and she said something, and they ran, and then report came, and then she showed that report with the photograph. Only they have done the mistake that Swami Prabhupada is the guru. He put my name as the guru. But anyhow, that gossip book. So gossip magazine, gossip paper is very much popular.
Was it actually
massive.
published?
Yeah, it was printed.
Yeah, they call those tabloid newspapers.
Oh, I don't know.
Supermarket
Did they
tabloid.
bring you
So,
something that bring you
what
some
happened to
people?
Showa? Is she still around? Have you? Is she still around, Showa?
Yeah, she's still there, but she's not here. She has moved to some other place.
Oh, okay.
What did you ask?
Did some people come to the center because of
Oh,
that?
because of that, I do not remember that. But some came to her again and again because she lives here.
But they
People
didn't
come
say
and
anything terrible. I mean, some of those tabloids say
Yeah.
terrible things.
no, this is good thing. Nothing bad. But I am saying, but in that magazine I was featured. People say, "What?" National Enquirer. Anyhow,
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
That's their slogan.
so it is said that their tendencies are such, they do not find their way to the abode of Lord because they don't find any interest in the message, in the holy talks. No, it does not please them. As we said at the beginning, they will be very happy with what you call feast basket, in which they are familiar, the familiar thoughts, and they will not have any interest in spiritual life, spiritual meditation, listening to spiritual talks, bhajan, singing, dancing. No, there is another world. People dance, but you dance in the name of God. That's the twist. That is the twist given to spiritual seekers. You have a tendency, you know dancing. Why not transform that? That's why in Indian tradition you see all the dancing in the temple. Their practice goes on. They South Indian dance, you North Indian dance. India, everything you will find that it has a tendency to go to the temple, sing about Krishna or Radha or this and that, spiritualizing from this to this, and that tendency changes. It does not happen in one day. It takes a long time, but it is glorifying to that we should have to create a tendency so that we are interested in listening to the glories of the Lord more and more. Suppose you read the Ramakrishna's childhood stories, no? And if you get absorbed into it, its simplicity, its purity, its simplicity. And if you want to hear more and more and more, previously it was not in the written form. So people used to hear and then remember and cultivate them and keep the mind in that noble thought. So that helps the purification of the heart. Okay, so we can end here today.
You'll be away.
Huh?
You'll be away till Monday.
Oh, Monday? Yeah, I'll come back on Tuesday. But no Thursday.
No Thursday.
No, there's
No Thursday. Because I am going tomorrow, one night to Tucson, next night to Phoenix, next night to San Diego, next night to Trabuco, next night Hollywood.
That's a lot of traveling.
Every night, no, that is my routine. Regularly I go like that. I do not know where I am, and I don't, really it has become natural, so I don't ever think. Some people feel difficulty to have a
You
new
don't get tired.
new place. No, it is, I'm doing for so many years. So thank you. Jai Ma. So Thursday class normally for our tea.
Oh, I missed you so much. Wonderful. It was good. Except I missed you guys, but I did get to see the Vedanta Center in Sydney.
Sydney.
Yes, I went
Wow.
there.
Are they building
Swami
are
Swami
they
also.
build-